is it the case that melanated people are scared to be killed?
Yes,
100%.
they've been taught to be scared to be killed because melanated people back then knew you can't die. They didn't fear death. It wasn't they knew this was bigger than them. They knew they'll be back.
And Marcus
And
Garvey
even
in this
with-
book said, don't fear death.
Even my man who fought with the French in the Haitian Revolution, he said, "I'll come back as malaria and kill your ass. I'll come back as a mosquito and kill you." What did he do?
That's what
They
Garvey
all
said.
got-
Garvey
they
said, "I'll come back with 1,000 dead slaves that didn't make it on the sea, and I'll rain hell on them. Look for me in the whirlwind."
Sounds scary, right? But it's beautiful.
It's beautiful, bro. When you
And
hear
what do you
Garvey,
think's
fam,
happening?
a tear comes to my eyes, bro.
When you put two and two together, people, because we're stuck on religion, right? When you start,
Bang, thank you.
when we move past religion and we start looking at galaxies and in that way, when you start thinking about like, why is it that America or the Miami, Florida's always getting hit with those hurricanes? These men know, because these men, yes, their ancestors have said,
Yeah, bro.
and you're like, we can't fathom even that, but we
don't want to.
We can watch a video and watch a Chinaman flick a little thing in the air, and then there's some sort of volcanoes and shit popping up. So I'm saying, if they're doing that with technology that they've got from us, what do you think was happening when we're truly tapped in? It's just like, come on, man. And it's like, people are like, oh, what are you talking about? Water spirits and all this shit. So what, you're telling me you can't fathom it, but you can fathom all these fuckery that these people are giving us?
Bro,
Come on, man.
any Christian, especially for me, Christians are the most aware of spirituality and spiritual warfare than atheists. And it's because if you ask them about voodoo, you ask a Muslim about jinns, you ask them about, I mean, look, you go to Ghana, I was talking to one Ghanaian brother, he says he was trained, he will be able to tell you in order that all 66 books of the Bible. He says, yeah, boom, 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 Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, blah, blah, blah. And I couldn't believe it. A tear came to my eye, I was so sad. But I was talking to him about, oh yeah, man, don't get into them. I was chatting to one gal in it and whatever, she's lost, and it was all cool. And then I looked at her WhatsApp picture, and she had mummy water. And to be honest, I didn't feel good. Like, I called my sister, I told her, and my sister prayed for me. I'm saying, fucking bitch, what up to you, bro? You get me? What are you so scared? Yeah, but mummy water lives in the water and da-da-da-da. But you got white Jesus, fam. What's your problem, fam?
A zombie.
Do you understand? Like,
A zombie.
But if you believe in all this, you believe in Jesus with all your heart and mind, what are you scared of? And why do you even believe in mummy water? Because that's what you come from, and you know, culturally, this is what you come from. You come from that.
Yeah, we come from the waters.
You
man.
come
We're
from
bad.
a culture that recognizes all of these things around you, and you recognize the power of these things, and you still recognize the power, but you're trying to get Jesus to save you from your own African identity. Is this you? Do you disagree? Are people not trying to use Jesus to save them from their African identity? I got a brother that is a Christian and he's a Pan-Africanist, and I got bare sympathy for him. I do, man. Honestly, he's trying his, like, you know what I'm saying? He's got a good heart, he's a clean heart, and he loves his people. But he has to go and spend his time alone and pray. Yeah, and he takes licks for it. He's in the group. You get me? He's just there. But he don't really argue or nothing. He's just there. But
then the thing for me is how these things are used. Like,
yes,
they're not used when you see like us. Imagine last week we spoke about. I had questions about Christianity after I had my experience, and then UKCJ or UKKC or something.
UCKG.
Yeah, one of them big things. There was a whole documentary on the corruption of how they were using
money,
God
and the youth.
and money and the youth and corrupting their mindset. So I'm saying it's here as well, widespread. Like,
bro, that guy's a Brazilian guy that runs that church.
Yeah, I know. And what's in Brazil? Jesus is over there. And what do they have an issue with? Money.
And do you know he's the richest pastor in the world? The guy that runs UCKG, from what I've seen. So check that out. Obviously, I don't want to get your channel myself. So we just got but from what I've seen, he's the richest pastor in the world, the man behind UCKG.
And what is he? Pentecostal. What was we talking about? What was the church that done over our people in Ghana? Pentecostal.
yeah.
Pentecostal Christian church. They build a church on top, and we're going to play the video so they can see it. We're not playing games, you know. It's not my opinion. Like,